The legend starts when two young cousins from Germany immigrate to the United States. Charles Pfizer and Charles Erhardt borrowed $2,500 to start Charles Pfizer and Company in the heart of New York. A red brick building, it served as an office, a laboratory, a factory, and a warehouse. It's the Civil War. Pfizer launches its first domestic product, cream of tartar, to heal the wounds of war. They are no longer two. They are now 152 employees. Importing lime and lemon, Pfizer is now the leading producer of citric acid. It's almost 60 years. The revenues of Pfizer exceeds $3 million. World War II strikes. After 20 years of mastering fermentation, Pfizer offers the world a mass production of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic. Years later, Pfizer discovers and produces terramycin. It's the first antibiotic to be sold under the Pfizer label. Animals are the companions of humans. Pfizer creates its first agricultural division. Pfizer is now expanding new branches all over the world, in Canada, Mexico, Brazil, England, Belgium, and as far as Egypt. It's knocking on the gates of the Middle East. Pfizer decides to establish its new world headquarters in Midtown Manhattan. Pfizer's sales are crossing the billion-dollar threshold. It's establishing a new department for research and development. After 20 years of R&D, Pfizer discovers Viagra, the first breakthrough treatment for erectile dysfunction. It's now investing more than $4 billion in R&D. 1 year later, Pfizer celebrates 150 years. Now let's go back to 1961 to tell another story of 50 years. Pfizer was one of the first multinational companies to start a business in Egypt. The main office is just a step. Pfizer then builds its first factory in the Middle East, in the heart of Cairo. Pfizer Egypt brings its high drug quality to be manufactured locally. They managed to produce vibramycin in the 1970s, Feldene in the 1980s, and many other famous Pfizer names. Pfizer takes Egypt to the era of a new millennium. They locally introduce Lyrica, Champix, Befend, and many other names. Today, it's half a century of Pfizer in Egypt. 50 years of expansion in Egypt. Pfizer, working together for a healthier world.